Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the head-to-head challenge between Justin and Julian, the two commentators. We have a retail store. Check us out, 51 Woodyat Drive in Brantford, Ontario. Give us a call at 1-877-301-0946. The restrictions have been lifted, I think, for storefront retail now.
I think so, too. Especially outdoor entrance, right? Like malls are still kind of no-go, but they should be open.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Maybe we're the two guys that really should know that.
Yeah, so definitely worth a destination
Wedding.
trip.
Oh.
Wedding. If you want to come to, say, Brantford and Paris to play disc golf.
And get married.
Both courses are open now, and I believe this store you could likely at least give them the phone call and set something up. So
Yeah.
here we go. Head-to-head challenge, the back nine. Bag on Jim, tossing a forehand. Look at his luscious ponytail. I love that.
I don't, because I'm bald.
Just rubbing it
It's
in a
looking
bit.
good. Yeah, he is. He's like, hey, check this out. I have enough to give you a ponytail, and I will not. This guy is Justin Murphy, and that is I, and I'm 6 down through 9 and 98.
And now you're one more down.
And now I'm down for totally.
For totally.
Who's this handsome young chap?
Julian Murphy. 5 down through the front 9.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoying every second of it. Because this was just, we actually filmed a second laughter after the front 9 for
Yes.
the back 9 there. So,
Tight race, Julian.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
As the Murphy brothers playing, whether casually or on camera apparently do, it's a close battle here.
Yeah, oftentimes it's usually a tight race, I think, through
There's usually a blow up or two for Julian.
typically 1 or 2
Yeah,
holes.
and it's
are
just like-
ruin everything.
It's usually just longevity or something random like that. And you're like, yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, out of shape, endurance, and all that stuff. So hole 10.
This will be the toughest one we've faced yet, Julian.
Yeah, I think this is, in my opinion, one of the hardest holes on the course.
It is, 100%.
285 feet, which doesn't seem too difficult, but there's a whole lot of trees in the way, and
And the left side, Julian.
The left side, if it fades too early, is nasty. It's pretty tough to get an out from there unless you're right by the basket.
Correct. And I've got an anvil here. I'm going to throw that on a force over and try and hug the side of this, the schnarb on the left there.
Yep.
Force over. And then that's going to be really stable. And that's exactly what I
That's
was
a great
looking
shot.
for. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Wherever it ends up, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
And I should have a
Beauty.
putt from the... Okay.
Yeah,
23 feet. Yeah, that was a good shot. It's always nerve-wracking to throw that sucker on a backhand. But there we go. And Julian's going to probably do the same type of thing here.
T-bird for me, and I just
That's inside,
threw it
but
a little high,
Oh, good kick.
and a lucky kick.
Yeah, because that could have... In those trees and you're bogeying it.
Yeah.
I don't care, unless you have some sort of ridiculous roller and a long putt.
Yeah, and I'm pretty far away here, but should be an easy par. Easy up and down for par.
And this is... thank you, Ian. What's his last name again? Ferguson?
Anderson.
And this is Julian range. I'd never count you out on these ones. That's over it.
That is well over it.
But not
Damn,
short.
new putters.
Yeah, those new putters when they don't go in. And that opens the door for me, and I'm really close to grab another stroke here.
And
And that is...
oh my God!
Awful
I thought
putt.
you had that.
No, I remember missing it.
I've watched this 4 times, probably 3 times. I've seen this coverage and was there live right there, and I forgot that happened.
Oh, I remember it. I missed for sure. Okay, well, that wasn't your shot, though. I
No,
can't
no,
remember
no.
everything you did.
Unreal.
Okay, so okay to get out of there with a par,
Yep.
but not after where I saw where my drive landed. And you're great with a par after getting that good kick. So, again, no separation. I'm 6 down. Julian's 5 down through 10, and we are in a battle here.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And this is the tougher stretch of the course. It's not a hard course. I believe it's in the shorter layout, probably.
I think there was
but
a couple long holes, but mostly it was pretty short.
yeah, it's not a long. It's more technical, and it's kind of one of those ones where it's pick your poison with all the trees. 256 here, Julian.
Yeah, hole 11 is it's actually kind of a lot of fun. There's a backhand line, which we saw Brian.
In
or no, he threw it straight
The
at it.
B-roll, he threw a putter.
There's a straight at it line. There is
parked
a
it.
forehand line.
He
and
parked
there's a
it.
backhand line.
Yeah, that's a good call. All three things: wide, mid on a hyzer or an overstable putter. I think of a fairway drive or a high-speed overstable flick again, way out wide,
Yep, and have it skip.
and have it skip and hopefully miss those trees. And
Oh yeah,
that's kind of what I was looking for.
great shot.
Yep.
I think now looking at the footage here, I think I'd rather throw a theory
Firebird?
straight at it.
Oh, a theory, yeah,
I think
that's
I throw
your
the
shot.
Firebird out wide right here.
This looks to be okay though.
Oh, it turns out fine, but it's tighter.
Oh, that's
than,
great. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, nice shot.
it's tighter than the straight edit shot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Brian Gould is too. I didn't get to see it from a different angle. He threw a really great putter shot that kind of slid up to the pin there. And There's a good putt from about 28.
Yep.
Needed that after missing that short one on the last one. So it's a good answer. I'm happy with that to go to 7 down. And Julian to answer to go to 6 down.
Gets it.
And ring around the rosy. That was a toilet bowl putt, we call those. And there's Gouldsy showing a forehand.
And this is the next hole. This is hole 12. So spoiler alert, don't look too closely unless you want to skip the drone flight.
True. Is there a drone flight?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't
Top
there?
notch here at True North Disc Golf. There might be. That's how much I pay attention. So a couple more birds there for those young gentlemen.
Yeah.
And this is probably the second hardest or hardest on the course. Probably the hardest.
Yeah, this one, it's in the shorter position here.
Yep, still 370 feet downhill. And you got to hit a really narrow gap. I think the forehand is more open with these smaller saplings on the left to get to the basket.
Yep.
You can definitely get a backhand there if that's your distance shot. But the forehand's way more open if you have the 350-foot forehand in your arsenal.
It's just that first gap that you want to miss.
Yeah, and this is that Sexton Firebird again. This time, hopefully, I don't saw it off like the hole 3. And I hit the gap, so that's fine. And let's just see what happens.
Look like you sawed it off, any.
Ooh!
Holy cow.
That's a good shot.
Great shot.
Yeah, so that's 370-ish. I mean, it's downhill, obviously, but those 2017 Firebirds are magic, and I'm going to assume you have yours again.
Yeah.
Not your
2017
Sexton
G-Star
Firebird.
Firebird.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
And that
Screw off. Great shot.
is why everyone should have a G-Star Firebird.
Man, that's a good shot. And I think I got a circle 2, maybe? Let's see if I step or not. It looks like circle 2.
There's a lot of
Nope.
anger online
Come on.
towards G-Star Plastic, but I love it.
Dang. Opening the door for Julian here. I wonder if there's wind. No, I'm sitting there reflecting and saying, Julian, please miss this.
And you wished it right at me.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, I did. Actually,
Because
maybe
I
I do
did.
remember that. I remember you missed a short one. I don't remember it was that
Yeah.
one. And there, I'm kind of like, we needed that to keep it close. And
Puts in the mini. I call him on the courtesy violation, so if you see that again,
Yeah.
that's a stroke.
yeah. Wow.
Oh, that
Tough
was
one,
a
Julian. That
horrible
would have been a
putt.
good bonus for you there.
Yeah.
Myself, too, actually. I really want that putt back, but whatever. A couple more
That's
pars.
that range. That's that 15-foot putt range. You know what?
Oh, yeah, true. You were just mentioning that. If it was 60, you were fine.
Yeah.
Okay, couple
40.
pars. -7, -6, and we've got a battle still.
Yeah.
Hole 12 was completed, and we are into hole 13, which is a fun little ace run-ish with a death drop-off at the end.
Yeah, this is a left to right hole again. It's much shorter than a lot of the other holes in this one. It's 200 feet, 203 feet. A forehand is the very obvious play for a right-hand player.
That's not the ace play, though. That's the
ace
hard job.
play is the backhand
Yeah.
force over with something a little bit
Putter.
stable.
Probably a little putter. Like an Envy would be good for you.
Envy is, I think, what I throw here, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Oh. That reminds me of the old school. Yeah.
I got out. There's my
Are you the guy we locked in the dumpster?
I
Yeah,
got out. Anvil, that's good. That should be a birdie, depending on which Justin comes to putt there. And Julian, as advertised, has his really pretty Envy. His Prenvy, if you will.
Julian, don't be dumb. Just put it close.
No, run it. You play so aggressive.
And
I like this shot.
Stables out a little earlier than I wanted, but
Oh, that's so great, though.
still
Great
not
shot.
bad. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. I respect guys that can throw that Andy. I don't know how to keep the nose down, so I look at that shot and be like, I know it's not a hard one, but it was still really well executed. And you've got this from about 20.
And
No, maybe 25.
the last hole got into my head, as did every other putt inside the circle.
Oh, I was closer than I thought. Okay, less chance of missing that one. So I'll take another stroke on you here, and hopefully this doesn't get too far out of hand. And did you get your par?
I got my par. So 6 down.
6 to 8, maybe? Is that right?
Oh yeah, check out this forehand. I think Brian parked it as
No,
well.
did he go
wasn't
long down the hill maybe, but then made a really good putt?
Yeah, that's right. He
Yeah.
did get the 2 on this one. So 6 down and 8 down through 13 holes. The separation is getting a little bit out of control, I think, for me. And unfortunately,
Nah.
getting towards the end of a round, I usually get a little bit tired faster.
That is true. You peter out a little bit, if
Yeah.
that's the proper way of saying it.
But there is still lots of time to come back and lots of time to destroy Justin,
Correct. Accurate.
potentially. So 218 feet. This one's an uphill forehand shot likely as well. There is a straight edit force over backhand again.
Very tight off the tee, though.
Yeah, it's a very, very tight tee shot. And it's a wide open forehand if you have something that has some good ground play like Justin's flick here.
Yeah, I love the ground play on this sucker. Now, that is a bit higher than I want because of the downhill slope of the green. But that flick knows what to do, and I should be pretty good there. Death putt from 35 feet.
Yeah.
That drops off very, very much behind the basket, but that's fine.
And I'm throwing my T-bird here and now realizing
What are you
I should
looking at
probably
there?
throw my NV.
Force over?
Yeah.
Okay. Little,
Yeah, a little bit
didn't
too much
flex
angle.
back as much. Little too much angle, but not bad. This is Julian range, and you will run this if I know you.
I did.
And you did.
And I put it
Oh, man.
25 feet past it.
Uphill 20. So that's like equivalent to 35, and I've got to put this in. I know it's a death putt. Oh, toilet bowl.
Oh, gains another stroke on me.
That's good. Feels good. And you're looking at this one now like, uh-oh. This Julian
And I
needs to
had
put this
straddle
in.
too because there was a little twig in the way.
Don't want a two-stroke swing here. And a great putt. I wanted that to go into. You don't want to see a two-stroke swing.
No.
So 9 down, 6 down, and we're moving on.
Yep.
So there we go. Like I said, 9 down, 6 down, 3 strokes now, but there's lots of opportunity for Julian to throw some good shots and lots of opportunity for me to botch some good shots and putts. So
And I think my biggest goal in this round was I just wanted to take the tee at one point. And I haven't yet because I know all of my birdies you had also birdied or
missed a par putt,
or missed a par putt or
and
something like
vice
that.
versa for you. All right, this is the toughest hole in the course. That's my bad. This is the 100% the toughest hole. Out of bounds on the right side, the fence. That stuff on the left is the same stuff from hole 10. It's very deep, and if you get in there, you're in trouble. And this is a hard left finish, so you're going to want to throw something super overstable hard down this very small gap and maybe get some ground play.
Yep.
Or if you want to play for a smart 3, this is a Firebird. That's a mistake. Great kick. Thank you. And yeah, you want, or you could throw it like I was gonna say a straight mid or putter to kind of get to the opening and then just pitch over for a par
Yep.
because it's a tough bird.
And I'm going with the G-Star Firebird. It's my first time pulling that out this round.
Oh, I didn't even know you had one of those.
And just going the wide
Line.
outside line,
That is a line though,
totally on purpose.
and that's a great spot.
And it ended up okay. Yeah.
I know you mentioned after that was a mistake, but don't ever tell anybody that because now you're fine. You've got should have an easy par and probably a good run from there. And I've
Yep.
got a zone forehand here. Hopefully this gets nice and close.
Oh, yeah, you're not going to miss
Yep.
that.
I got very fortunate kick to get a par on this one, to be honest. That was lucky. And what is this?
And that is a red-tailed hawk, I think we determined.
Hawk McMahon. No? Tony Eagle. Tony Hawk. Anyway, Julian's from 100 here, and I believe this was a good run. Yes!
Yep.
Basket. Oh, gosh.
Horrible-
Sit down.
Horrible ground play.
And anyone that's not played with Julian before, which is probably a majority of you, he runs everything and is a good circle 2 putter. So I wasn't surprised to see this hit cage.
Just on the right side a little bit.
Tough 10-foot roll, too.
Yeah.
Maybe even 12. That's obnoxious.
See, my envy would have faded in there. So totally a putter.
Yes, and I got a lucky par for me. I feel like Julian had 2 better shots than I did, and now has a tough par putt here. Hopefully he can this. Sun in the face.
Let's go out of the basket.
Oh no, top band. Tough bogey for Julian there, as he had the dreaded birdogey, we'll call it, because that was a circle 2 putt. Nice putt there. All right,
Thank
5 down, 9 down, I believe. This is way easier with 2 people, by the way.
Yeah,
To
for
just
sure.
remember what the heck's going. Especially when one of them's yourself, you can remember what's going on.
Yeah, you might notice us running out of things to talk about between holes because we say the score too early. Because most of the
Yeah.
time it's just in our head based on the 2 guys. For sure, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, and there's some sponsors there. TrueNorthDiscGolf.com again, and TopLink
Yep.
Discgolf.com. Great Canadian providers. Check them out. Julian.
Yeah, True North out of Brantford and Top Link out of Barrie, I believe.
I think so too.
So hole 16, a nice little shorty, 188 feet. This one is in the long position because the short position is like 182 feet and maybe 20 feet to the right of it or
Yes,
something like that.
I believe my shot ends up sitting on it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Jeez.
Anvil.
So
Now
yeah.
these trees, guys, right on the tee box are hilarious. Like, anyone who throws a backhand here, I very much give them credit because these trees are in the tee box. They like basically built the tee box around it. So I just do this to try and hit the gap and miss the line, and I've got a circle 2 putt.
Right there, that's where the
That's
basket
where the
sometimes
basket is. And I got a circle 2 putt, which is not something you're looking for on a 188-foot hole.
Oh, and I'm going the backhand route.
Envy, maybe?
I think I
would make sense, yeah.
switched to the fierce on this one.
Oh, yes, you did. Uh-oh.
And I just wanted to break that in a little bit. It was a bit too stable for me.
Well, that you did. Now the Envy, which probably should have been off
Nope.
the tee. Oh, no, it's not.
Another fierce.
into the ground. That is a roller alert.
And yeah, there it is.
So, Julian, you like the 110-foot rollers with putters?
This is the worst. This is the worst I've played this hole ever. I usually ace run it when it's on the other position.
I
with
was
the
I was
enemy.
shocked.
Oh,
Decent
man.
run. Want to put that in.
Hey, I have a chance of tying
7
the
out
hole
of 10.
at least.
Yes, you do. But this is not a give me. This is
It
not
is
a give.
It is not a give you.
Get some. Oh, I thought that was in. Looks good.
So Julian,
Bogey to 100.
Julian Murphy's falling apart in the back nine here.
As you did say you would.
I just
Gouldsy with the huge hands. He's got beastly bare hands. Can just throw those putters in with the back of his fingernails. It's very strange.
so
Very
hole 16,
horrible hole for considering the stats on it
We
for
are-
both of us.
Absolutely getting some score separation here between the two of us. So Justin is now 9 down. Julian is 4 down, which is pretty
Respectable though for yourself. I know you
Yes.
probably the way you started. You didn't want to see this.
Bad. I was 5 down through 9.
6.
6 down.
No, you were 5 through 9, and then you got to 6
Yeah.
at one point. Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely don't want to be at 4 down on this course. I still haven't had the tee box first yet, and that brings us into hole 17. And this is my last chance, basically, to get it. So it's 250 feet.
I didn't know you had that goal set until we talked about it after. That's a cool goal. I think it's a good idea.
I usually that was always my goal when I started playing, was I just want to get the tee box one time, and it's kind of stuck in my head ever since then. So
Beautiful buzz here and tree.
it's a straight shot at the basket.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about
No,
that too much.
It's a straight mid-range or putter, whatever you feel comfortable throwing.
Yeah. Now I like doing a stupid flex forehand with it because it gets around all the trees.
Now I'm gonna note on this that the first 3 players hit the tree.
Yeah.
And Julian is parked it. All 3 of us hit a tree, and Julian's like, "Watch this, guys! You want to see why I'm at the back of the bus? And you want to see a true tracker with my G-Star Firebird?"
So if you throw that flex, you kind of take all the trees out of play as long as you get through
You
those
did.
first 2.
You opened the fairway up big time with that shot. It's a good play, and I hope you make that birdie.
Oh my God.
Because that's a great shot.
Me too, folks.
All right, Justin with his. I think that is my Firefly.
Yeah, nice and close.
Yep.
And I have a chance here.
Yes, you do.
This is my last chance, everyone. Quiet on the...
Oh, he tripped over his bag. You're gonna miss it.
That's a good start. Quiet on the set. Julian Murphy steps up to his putt. He knows what's at stake here.
Were you thinking to yourself, "I want the tee pad"?
Yes, I
Yes.
was. And I got it.
Woo! Even with my
Sorry for the volume change there, everybody who's watching this.
wacky waveable inflating tube man. How do you?
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing two-man. Wacky
Yes.
waving inflatable arm flailing two-man.
Very well done. And
I'm Bob, and welcome to Bob's Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Two-Man Emporium.
Well done, Julian. You got the tee box, albeit on the last hole, but you've got it.
Hey, it all counts.
5 down, 9 down, and barring some monster mistake from me, which I don't normally make because I'm a kind of a conservative player, unlike yourself. I hope to take this challenge down, Julian.
Yeah, so this one is an easy forehand shot.
Yeah.
You want to go
Straight up the middle.
Straight up the middle, have it fade to the right. It skips towards the basket if you play it that way, and so really that should be the line if you have a forehand.
Yeah.
So you're going to see everybody do that, except for the guy who has the tee box first, because I make the stupid mistake to throw a turnover backhand, knowing that I've already lost at this point.
So what was the thought process on throwing this turnover backhand?
Those are my two
Firebird or
discs that
Mamba?
look exactly the same. So I'm like, I'm going to throw the Mamba.
You know what I should have done? I should have shuffled them behind my back and not told you which one, and you couldn't look at it.
Oh, you can feel it. You can.
There's no way I could. I'd be like, "Oh, this is a frisbee."
And so this is a -5. I want to show everybody how little power I have because I don't turn it over at all. I think there was a bit of a tailwind here, but
Oh, that's out of bounds too.
yeah, OB across the road. There's so little OB on this entire course.
Yeah, you found it on the last hole. After you wanted to show us that, well, you crushed it though.
Well,
I got that overstable flick, and I'm hoping to rip something and just get a big flare.
and this is the play.
Yeah, it's the play, and hopefully get some ground play. And that is not the ground play I'm looking for.
But he gets the ground play he wished.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was a big flare up to the basket because any 33-footer uphill is very hard to make when you can't jump putt it.
Yeah.
And Julian, unfortunately, with the OB, is trying to throw this in for par probably with that fierce. That is definitely trying to throw in.
You always got to throw it in.
Nope.
It was safe. There's a hill there.
Probably why I'm not getting my ratings not going any higher because I play I'm played to be happy with 950. All right, so a circle one uphill putt and kind of pulled it, and that should finish me off at a 9 down. And unfortunately, Julian is hopefully going to get his bogey putt in here, as we see Bag on Jim tap out. Great playing with you, buddy. I had bag in hand, Justin. There.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm bag off, totally reset, nice deep breaths. Just relax. Put in that bogey putt. Get the leaves on your back off later on your car seat.
I didn't even notice that.
Not speaking from experience. That was it. That's our round.
Yes. How do you feel you played?
I had a great front nine.
Yeah, you did. I was feeling the pressure of trying to beat you, and I was like, I'm playing well, but Julian is playing really well as well.
So 4 down, 9 down. That is the finish. You saw it here first, folks.
Yeah, you guys can all sleep at night now. I know you've all been dying for this. Yeah, that felt good. 9 down, I'm happy with that. A few mistakes out there, just like yourself, but that was fun. It was really fun and cool of True North to come film us doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. So if there's any other courses that you guys want to see us do a challenge at or play each other at or something like that,
we should do Paris.
let us know. Oh, that would be
Great
fun.
course.
Or
France, Paris, France.
Christie Lake.
Oh, whew.
Christie Lake would be another good one.
Yep.
Oh, you've seen us at Justin at Christie. Justin, were you on that one?
Yes. No,
you weren't.
No, Ice Bowl.
You haven't seen either of us at Christie. But that's
I know
okay.
why I
It's a
wasn't
great
on the
course.
I wasn't on coverage at Ice Bowl because you have to make the card.
Right.
And I don't make lead
or
cards.
feature card.
Ooh,
So check
sexy
out our
birds.
store. Look at what we've got. We have a retail store, 51 Woodyat Drive. It's behind Linden Park Mall.
Oh, look at those 5
In
times
the
zones.
same plaza as Bell City Brewing. So
Yes.
stop
Ooh.
in there, have a brewski,
Crush a pint, boys.
and then stop in and grab some discs. Oh, I need one of those zones.
I want the 5 scratch. I think it's cool how it ends at the edge like that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one, Julian.
Yep. See you around, folks.